Hey family, welcome back to ActionBoom's Healthy Life Kitchen. I'm ActionBoom, and today we got a special treat. We are going Asian style. So we have some Japanese noodle bowls that we're going to create with chicken and soba noodles, which is basically a Japanese buckwheat noodle. And we've got some very fresh shiitake mushrooms. And then we're going to also have a chicken lettuce wrap with some butter lettuce. You're going to love it. And I got something special for you today because we're going to introduce a dessert. And the dessert is going to be very simple, very healthy. It is dark cherries and yogurt compote. So you're not going to want to miss this one. Look at the ingredients list, get your ingredients and cook along with me, and we're going to get started right now. Okay, so what we got here is a little pot of boiling water. And we want to add our soba noodles to it. So they come in a stalk like this, which is about, enough for what we're going to do with our big pot. Just lay them right in there. You don't need to put any salt or anything in your water first. Just put your soba noodles in and give those a chance to cook down. Time yourself because this is only going to take about 4 minutes. Pretty much it. It only takes about 3 to 4 minutes, like I told you. So we're gonna scoop these on out. And get started on our next step. Okay, so we got our soba noodles all done. We got our vegetables all prepped up. We got our skillet ready. We're gonna start with our chicken first. And so the first step we're gonna do is get our skillet hot. And we want to put a little bit of olive oil in here just to keep things moving. So once our oil gets hot, then we want to start adding in our ginger. And we want the ginger to cook until you can really smell it. I know it's got a pungent smell anyway, but we want to cook it down until it really starts to give that fragrance off. You'll see this ginger start to brown a little bit, and as it starts to cook down, you can already start to smell it. Oh, that smells good. I'm gonna reduce this heat down a little bit to about a medium high. Now that our ginger is ready, we're gonna just start our chicken in. Just like that. Make sure we mix that ginger in that chicken. We wanna make sure that the ginger and the chicken are working together. Notice we didn't put any seasonings on here. That was on purpose because we wanna make sure that our ginger is our seasoning. We got ponzu sauce that's gonna go into our mixture. We've got a bunch of other natural vegetables that are going to go in here, and you won't notice that this chicken hasn't been seasoned like you normally would. But too much seasoning is going to make the pot of soup saucy, and you don't want that. Okay, as you can see, our chicken cooks pretty quick. Try to keep it moving so it doesn't burn the chicken in any spots on the skillet. The other thing you're going to need is a nice stock pot with about 4 cups of chicken stock. And you can stick that in your stock pot and get it ready and just kind of have it on the stove ready to go. Because when we finish cooking our chicken here, we're going to take this and we're going to dump it right into our chicken stock. And I think we are just about there. Okay, so what we got here is our chicken stock. We got about 4 cups of chicken stock here. And we're just going to add our hot chicken and ginger right into the pot. Let's put a lid on this and bring it to a boil. Alright, well we got that nice and hot. We're going to start adding in our other ingredients. So the first thing we're going to add in is our bell pepper so that can start to cook down as the pot boils. go ahead and put our carrots in too. And why not to start adding our shallots, our onions. Between all these onions and carrots and bell pepper and ginger, you'll see why we didn't need to add a bunch of seasonings to that chicken. Oh yeah, that's gonna be lovely. So we're just gonna cook this until it starts to boil, then we're gonna add in our sauces, okay? Okay, our soup is boiling now. Now we wanna add in our cup of spinach. We also want to add in our noodles that we cooked earlier. And we're going to throw in our mushrooms. And we got our 1/4 cup of ponzu sauce. And you can use ponzu sauce, or you can substitute it for like a 1/2 cup of low sodium soy sauce. Let's just stir that around, and now our soup is pretty much done, so we don't want to actually cook this for any long time. We're going to just let this sit here and simmer for about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to turn this off and kind of let those flavors rest together while we get our chicken lettuce wraps done. Okay, so turn the heat off, and let's go ahead and add our sesame oil. Our last step for our cooking of our soup. Give that a stir. That smells great. All right, so we're gonna let that sit. I'm gonna cover the lid on this, and then we're gonna get started on our chicken lettuce wraps. Okay, so we're done with our soup. We got our soup sitting. It's warming on the side burner. We're gonna leave it alone, turn the heat off. Do not continue to burn that soup up. We got our oils in it. We just wanna let that sit and let those flavors kind of moisten and get together, all right? So next we're gonna do our chicken lettuce wraps. Okay, so first we're gonna start with our ground chicken. We're gonna get that in the skillet. We're gonna brown that up and get that ready to go. So come on over here to the skillet with me and we'll get started. Okay, so in our saucepan, we wanna turn our heat up to about medium high and just add our oil. Let that warm up for a little bit, and then we're gonna put our chicken in. Now that this is hot enough, we really wanna just kind of make sure that we keep it moving. We don't want anything to burn, but we also wanna make sure that our chicken gets nice and crumbled up. We want that nice crumbly effect on our chicken. Okay, so it should take about 3 to 5 minutes to get it to this point, and this is about where you want it to be, because we don't want it to be tough. We want it to still remain tender. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is take this over to the sink, and I'm just gonna drain this grease off of here so I can start the next step. We're gonna start with adding our onion. We also want to add our ginger. Here's our rice wine. And our soy sauce. It's about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And here is our 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. And this hoisin sauce is really what gives it that authentic flavor for Chinese lettuce wraps. Let's just mix all this together. We're gonna cook this down for about 2 minutes or so. We wanna make sure that our onions get sweated down some and they're nice and tender before we put in our last couple of ingredients. All right, let's let that simmer for a little bit. Cook those flavors in. Okay, our chicken is just about done. And what I did was added some salt and pepper in here. So don't forget the salt and pepper or you will be sad. It does make a difference. All right, it's time to start plating. All right, we are done. We have our Japanese noodle bowl with our chicken and shiitake mushrooms. We also have a P.F. Chang inspired chicken lettuce wrap, and I am about to taste this. So now remember earlier today when I chopped up all of that cilantro and you thought, well, wait a minute, you forgot the cilantro. I didn't. This is what it's for. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cilantro on the top here. Do it to your taste. I like cilantro, but it really helps to wake up. You ought to be able to smell this. It's crazy. Now, you know, the thing about this soup, I'm gonna just say this before I do my last little taste, because I know I got some vegetarians that watch this show. You don't have to use the chicken. Double up on the mushrooms. Use portobellos, use shiitakes, and use the same recipe, just like you would if you were doing it with chicken. Gotta taste this. That is so hearty and so delicious. But yet it's still light because it's summertime. You don't want no heavy soup, no thick creamy soup in the summer. But this right here is delicious. The chicken is tender. That cilantro, just wake it up. That is delicious. You gotta try that. And then our chicken lettuce wrap. I can't get over the soup, let alone taste the wrap. Follow the instructions to the letter. This tastes better than the stuff I just saw at the restaurant. This tastes so much better than P.F. Chang's. I don't know what to tell you. This is delicious. All right, let me just take a breath because I can't eat too fast. I still got dessert getting ready. Try this immediately. Get the grocery list. Play this video back and forth again until you learn how to do this. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna plate the dessert. We're gonna try that, and then we're gonna close this thing out. I am happy about this meal. Okay, so I got hungry while I was cooking. Here we go. Time for dessert. First steps first. We're gonna take our cherries, we're gonna take our honey, and we're gonna put them in the saucepan and start cooking them down. Okay, so in our medium saucepan, we're gonna add our 2 cups of cherries. And we're gonna add in our 2 tablespoons of honey. And we got this on like medium heat, medium high heat. Then we'll pour in our orange juice. That'll help bring that to a boil. And then we'll add in our nutmeg and our cinnamon. That's about a tablespoon and a half of that mixture. All right, this will start boiling pretty quickly. And what you want to do is just stir it every now and then, occasionally. This will probably cook for about a good 10 to 12 minutes. So in the midst of letting it cook, we'll just come back every now and then, we'll check on it, we'll stir it around, and we want to get these cherries to start cooking down and turn really nice and soft. And when we see that coming, then we know that we're almost there. Okay, as you can see here, our sauce is starting to thicken up and our cherries are starting to soften up. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn the heat down to a medium low and just let it simmer for about another 3 or 4 minutes, okay? Okay, as you can see, our sauce is really thickened up, our cherries are really cooked down, and this is good to go. This is done. So I'm turning my heat off. And I'm gonna let this cool and get to room temperature. So I'm gonna transfer it into a bowl, a shallow bowl, so to get a chance to cool. All right, I told you I'd be back. Dinner was fabulous, and now it's time to get a little bit of dessert. And I know what you're thinking, dessert on the ActionBoom's Healthy Life Kitchen? No, he didn't. Yes, I did, because it's all natural and it's all healthy. I got some low-fat, non-fat Greek yogurt here. This is all just cherries. We got 2 tablespoons of honey in the whole thing. That's the only sweetener that we added, with some cinnamon and a little bit of orange juice that we squeezed fresh from some tangerines. And over here, we've got a different twist on it because some people don't like the Greek yogurt, so I decided to try it with a little bit of frozen yogurt. So either way you try it, it's going to be delicious. The way we do this here is we just scoop a little bit out Yep. Depending on how many cherries you like. Looks amazing. And then let's not leave off the toasted pistachios. And since I did all of the work, I get to taste both of them. You know what this tastes like? It tastes like we cheated and made a pie. It tastes like cherry pie. Pistachios, especially the toasted pistachios, taste really good. I don't know which one I like better. I like them both. This one actually has better texture with the yogurt. It feels smoother going down, and it looks like it'll taste better in the long run. This right here was nice because the yogurt was frozen over here, and so it still had that good taste. But the nuts really set it off. I don't think it matters either way you choose to eat it. Both of them are low fat, low calorie, and it's delicious. So hopefully you're learning something as you're watching the ActionBoom's Healthy Life Kitchen. You're satisfied with the meals that we prep here. You're liking the things that you're cooking, and you're feeling good about making dinner at home again. The kids are loving it, the husband and the wife are loving it, and everybody's all engaged. So if that's happening, you're welcome. One thing I need you to do though, if you like what you're seeing here, hit the like buttons. Y'all just keep watching it and stealing recipes for free. Hit the like button and send this to somebody and tell them about the ActionBoom's Healthy Life Kitchen. Until next time, we'll see you. God bless you. Good night.